What's good? What's good, YouTube? Stormybman, and I'm back here with a little bit of time to take out of your day. I'm looking to have a little discussion, and this evening I hope to interact with you a little bit more than we usually do. I'm gonna need some feedback from the brothers that's in the chat, sisters too, if there's some sisters out there listening. But this evening's show, I'm sorry I'm a little late. I put a reminder out that came out late, and then I was supposed to get started, and then my backdrop was acting up on me. So I just went ahead and threw two warriors up there since we have a lack of warriors around in the sport today. I put two real warriors up there going at it. They sitting behind me, as you can see. That's Evander Holyfield and Mike Tyson. The title of this evening's show is What Happened to the Master Boxer? Huh? The Master Boxer. And if you guys know who I'm talking about, this so-called Master Boxer, we saw him this weekend. They hyped him up. That's what they said he was. Huh? They told us that he was, just exhibiting things that was not since Ali. Huh? As far as what they said, huh? They said. I didn't say, they said. Huh? Had all these people up there hyping and hyping. Huh? I don't think there's been that much hype in rap music. Back in the day when rap was in its incubation, before they started calling it hip hop, you had the hype machine, the hype behind your music, hype it up. Flavor Flav used to be the hype of Public Enemy. Yeah, boy, he get out there and hype it up. So in boxing, we got the hype machine behind the big white hype. Huh? So I want to know what happened to him. What happened to the Master Boxer? Because I don't know about you, but I definitely didn't see him on display Saturday night. Huh? Not a Master Boxer. I saw somebody struggling. Huh? Struggling to compete. Struggling to stay out of the arms of defeat. Huh? And ready to catch that heat. Because we had something to say about it. Foolishness. You guys heard me use that term before. Utter foolishness. Anyway, good evening. So that's the topic of the show this evening. What happened to the Master Boxer? What happened to him? Sheldon Holmes, what's good with you? He says, OG, Stormybman, we live. We live, brother, and in full effect. Gregory Wyatt, he says, Stormybman, Troll Hunter on deck. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let it be so. Iceberg Nerd says, salute. Bonton South D-Town says, what's up? Hey, man, can y'all tell me what happened to the Master Boxer? You guys tune in sometimes when we go live and do broadcasts and everything, and you interject some comments into the chat and, opinions and sometimes comments that are funny and things like that. But I want y'all to help me out this evening. What happened to the Master Boxer, man? Because what I saw on display wasn't no Master Boxer. Huh? That was a mauler, huh? A mauler in there grumbling and grappling. I didn't know if I was watching the WWE. Two dudes that fell off a bar stool and was arguing over the last Budweiser. Hey, tell me, because I like boxing, you know what I'm saying? And even in boxing, you can have good punchers, not slap boxers, huh? I mean, if I'm wrong, please put it in the chat. Let's talk about it. Let me know what you think, because I'm definitely airing my opinion here, and something don't seem right to me. Master boxer. You know, last time I checked, Larry Holmes, Muhammad Ali, in the heavyweight divisions, those brothers were boxers. You know, they could dance, they could fight, they could box, they had good defense, they were resilient, they could adjust on the fly, they could take an opponent out into deep water and drown them, they could take an opponent out early, they could take them out in the middle rounds. They could put so much separation between the opponent and they make it look like it was a sparring match. Huh? Not even competitive. Not struggling against a guy that really was handpicked and wasn't really supposed to be in there. A so-called, as they say, soft touch. A soft touch. Well, that soft touch ended up touching the master boxer upside the head and opened up a nice slice of pie across that brow, huh? It happens, huh? But none of the master boxers that I know suffered that. I don't recall Larry Holmes having a dam gushing from the overbrow, huh? I don't recall Ali, pretty as a girl after 40 fights, huh? They were master boxers. I mean, come on, fellas. You guys can tell me, huh? I ain't no expert. Gregory Wyatt says, are you referring to Scarface, 8-ball junkie known as Tyson Fury? J.A. Dixon says, salute at Stormybman in the chat. Gregory Wyatt says, auto mechanic, tune the gypsy up. Yeah, now we're getting somewhere. The auto mechanic. The auto mechanic doing tune-ups, huh? Saturday night specials, huh? $59.99. I wonder did he check the tires too? Because I think somebody's tires were a little deflated in the 12th round. Huh? I think. I ain't sure. You know, I wear glasses, so maybe I wasn't seeing what you were seeing. But just tell me in the chat. What do you think happened to the master boxer? Huh? Sheldon Holmes says Tyson Fury is bamboozled, not a master boxer. Uh-oh. It's getting a little warm. Huh? Somebody turn the thermostat on. Iceberg Nerd said, after watching this last fight, Wilder gave Fury way too much respect in their fight. Now we're getting someplace. J.A. Dixon says, master boxer, the guy who hit himself with an uppercut? Woo! Sheldon Holmes says, as Stormybman, the punch in the 12th round that hurt Fury didn't look like it had much on it. Sheldon Holmes, that opponent that was in there with the master boxer, He was selected because he didn't have much on him. But he had enough to tag the master boxer, though. Matter of fact, he tagged the master boxer a little early and opened up a dam over his eyeball. Huh? That's what he did. That's what he did. Mello says, I always knew Southpaws would give Fury trouble. It's just that I didn't know Fury's opponent was till that bell rang. You didn't know Fury's opponent was a southpaw till the bell rang? Okay. Let me tell you something. Master boxers don't care if they fighting a southpaw or orthodox fighter because they're a master boxer. Huh? Now, I didn't tell you this. They told you this. Those people sitting ringside, the experts with the portfolios and the paper stacks on the desk in front of them and the headsets on, they sat there just like I'm sitting here before you guys now, talking that shizzy, huh? Telling you how great he was, huh? He was so great, they made up a belt to give him to carry into the ring because he don't have a belt, because he ain't a damn champ, because it's a whole series of manifestations that aren't real. It's a facade. And Otto Wallin came knocking at the door of the facade. I think he put a crack in that mug, huh? They was trying to put Bondo on it, because Otto Mechanic was going to work. So they smoothed some Bondo on there, but the Bondo didn't adhere to the surface, huh? It didn't stick. Master boxer. What a disgrace, man. If this is what master boxing is all about, somebody need to go play some tennis or something. I don't know, man. I don't know. You see, all it takes is one shot, man. All it takes. All it takes is one shot. All it takes is one shot. You guys tell me, huh? Because I look, I'm trying to get educated this evening. Because I was searching for answers when I was watching that mess. I was looking for the master boxer, and it looked to me like two pub fighters, huh? If you ever saw the first Rocky movie, when they found Rocky, this is the funny thing about movies, because they can change the script as they go along. But when you first found Rocky, he was in some kind of pub, fighting and mauling against guys where they bit each other and rolled around on the canvas and stuff like that. That looked like what I was watching Saturday night. It didn't look like master boxers, but it sure looked like club fighters, huh? I remarked the other day, I said it looked like what I was watching was one of them old Universal black and white movies with the mummy and the werewolf or something. I was sitting there looking at the TV screen. I pulled covers up over my face like this. I was getting scared. I thought somebody was going to bite somebody or something. I was hoping that they was going to call the police and have them ringside in case somebody lost a ear. And then it was it was a blood fest. It was bleeding all over the place. It was so much blood saturating the canvas and everything that I was wondering, hey, ref, why don't you get in there and stop this, man? It's a blood fest. And the ref act like he didn't see the blood. Tony Weeks, I seen you in there before, bro. Why you didn't stop it, man? You know, I had to get up and go dab some blood off of my TV screen. Huh? What the hell was that? I'm telling you, master boxers, man, they something else. Master boxers. I thought what I saw was something real. Huh? I thought what I saw was something real. What I was gonna see. But it turned out they lied to us. They lied to us. They couldn't even make up a description of what you were viewing on that foolishness. Huh? They couldn't even make up nothing. We just watched a few weeks ago. Marcus Brown lost to Jean Pascal. Bleeding to death in there. Huh? They stopped the fight. I guess master boxers, when they leaking like a dam, they get the benefit of consideration because we are witnessing a master class of exhibition. That's bullshit. And you know it. None of this makes sense to me, man. None of this makes sense to me. Sheldon Holmes says, as Stormybman, the punch in the 12th round that hurt Fury didn't look like it had much on it. I read that, but I'm going back to it. Funny how in the 12th round, Deontay Wilder put Fury down too. So maybe the 12th round is the magical round against Fury, huh? Where he checks out early or something. Maybe he's all coked out or out of coke by that time, huh? They didn't have that bag in the corner for him. Something. I just know that all these people that were sitting there in the announcer booths and everything with microphones and shit been lying to me. They've been lying to me, man. Do you hear me? They've been lying to you too. And y'all need to clean your glasses lenses off because they lying. I ain't seen nothing masterful about them yet. The boxing that they was doing. Listen, man. This guy hand selected this guy, okay? They went all the way across the ocean, through the woods, to the back caves and everything of the Caucasus Mountains. And they dug out this auto mechanic, okay? And maybe when Fury went to see the guy, he was wearing his Yankee Doodle Dandy outfit because he probably looked at the guy and said, I want you. I want you. Come over there to the U.S. and we're going to fight for a prize. And you know, the auto guy, he was all greasy and everything. You probably looked at Fury and said, get the fuck out of my garage. Huh? But they said that's just the kind of guy we want. Well, after Saturday night's affairs, I don't think that was the kind of guy they wanted. You know why? Because if they did go across the pond, through the woods and the caves, back up into the Caucasus Mountains to find that auto mechanic, one thing they didn't realize, he wasn't as good as the auto mechanic. You know, after being so high and coked up and drugged up and PED'd up, lifted up by Scarface, by Bob Arum, by Top Skank, all of them lifting them up, pushing them up there, saying, you are the greatest, you are the latest, you are the one that's going to take us there. He taking them there all right, straight to the back alley, with the rest of the trash. I don't know, man. You guys tell me. I asked you in the chat to tell me what the hell was going on. You know, and you ain't came up with no answers for me yet. That's quite disappointing. Gregory Wyatt says Top Rank and ESPN are going to get Fury killed. It ain't happened fast enough, brother. Broderick Hunter says, in my opinion, BS has a way of catching up to you. AJ, Thurman, Fury. Who's next? Gregory Wyatt says Fury's body was soft from all that rush job, weight loss. Coke job, weight loss. Broderick Hunter says, oh yeah, Mikey too. Yeah. Gregory Wyatt says Mauricio Suleiman traded a trinket for sanctioning fees. They're disgraceful. Iceberg Nerd says smoke, mirrors, and false narratives. That's about the size of it. We're getting closer. I can feel I might have to unbutton another button on my shirt because it's getting warmer. You're there, but I don't think we're quite there. Gregory Wyatt says they're handing out belts like participation trophies. Listen, man. They're handing out belts like people got bad breath and need breath mints. That's how they handing them out. Sheldon Holmes says Tyson Fury fighting Rocky Balboa. And Balboa wins. That's it, brother. You know, I'm telling you, it's, hey man, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed because I thought I was tuning in to see a master boxer. Now somebody lied to me, because that's what they said. That's what they said was going down. That's what they said. Can you tell me what's really going on? Because I don't see it, man. I don't see what's going on. I'm sorry. I'm waiting on some answers. You guys don't have the answers for me, man. I'm going to have to go dial up somebody. I'm going to have to call Bob Arum. Get him on the horn. See what's really going on. Because we ain't seeing what we need to be seeing. Gregory Wyatt says the Tyson Fury circus isn't for knowledgeable boxing fans. This fiasco was specifically... Wait a minute. He said it was specifically designed to appeal to casuals. Man, let me tell you something about casuals, Gregory Wyatt. You at least have to do something to hold their attention. Probably the only thing that held casuals' attention in this fight was the fact that there was a lot of blood. People was like, damn, dude bleeding. And you know, people will look at you like that. You could be bleeding on the street. a rock fell from a building, hit you in the head, bust your head wide open. You laying there bleeding. Instead of calling an ambulance and getting you medical assistance, they come over and look at you and say, damn, bro, you fucked up. Damn. Take the cell phone, looking at you and shit. Damn, bro. Huh? So that's what the casuals do. So you have to do shit to keep them entertained. And you know in that movie, Gladiator, when, you know, he said, are you not entertained? Huh? Well, I wasn't entertained because I was looking for some masterful boxing. And I didn't see any. Nowhere on the screen. Whether they were in the ring, former ring fighters, or now current announcers. Nothing masterful about any of that. It was all bullshit. Broderick Hunter is laughing. Iceberg Nerd says, master manipulator. Now see, we're getting a little warmer. I'm going to have to put some socks on my feet. Because that sounds pretty close there. Iceberg Nerd. Master manipulator. What are they manipulating? Let's get to it. Gregory Wyatt says, Weeks knew he'd lose out in the championship fight rotation if he stopped that bloodbath. Yeah, they probably gave him the word, man. There was probably some guys sitting up in the stands with some dark shades on, newspaper up in front of their face like this, and they shake the paper like that. That means don't stop it. If they fold the paper down, that means stop it. You know? Jeffro Bodine says, sup, Stormybman? What's up, Jeffro Bodine? J.A. Dixon says, his eye had a period and blood was everywhere. Fury getting all the breaks, shaking my head. Listen, man, let's get back to them telling us how masterful a boxer he was. Did you see that big lurch fool stick his head down to the floor like that and was slapping with uppercuts that he looked like somebody doing that old dance, the twist? Huh? What was that? Slapping. And then he got angry at one point because, you know, the auto mechanic was rubbing the Vaseline and rubbing and scraping his laces against the eye like he's supposed to do. Good stuff. You know, he know how to fight, that guy. And Fury got mad and started trying to bull him. You know, like, you know, when you see two rams going at it and they clash and their horns be hitting each other like that, that's what Fury was coming in like that, bodying him and shit. Like he was like somebody yelled, hut, and he had, you know, blocking, offensive lineman or something. What the hell was that? I was supposed to be able to see some sticking, moving, slipping, stepping to the side, firing off 1, 2, 3s, 4s. That's what I was looking for. That shit was nowhere to be found. You know, if anything, it was, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you today. What the hell was that? I was expecting Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to come diving in there with his eyebrow raised. Huh? Come on, man. Talk to me. Tell me if I'm wrong. Macadam 1 says, Stormybman, salute OG. Salute to you, brother. Gregory Wyatt says, just another example of cherry picking gone horribly wrong. Absolutely, sir. Iceberg Nerd says, Fury wanted to be... I'm sorry, it's jumping on me. He said Fury wanted to be Apollo Creed so bad, he damn near let Otto have a Rocky moment. Man, let me tell you something, Iceberg Nerd. Fury had a lot of Rocky moments in that fight, and it wasn't pleasant, huh? And as a matter of fact, Otto looked like Rocky, you know? Opening up cuts and everything. I'm telling you. Dude, this is not what we signed up for. This is not what we signed up for. Not at all. Broderick Hunter says, Great White Hope is your answer. I see we got the Mars timing them out up in here, huh? That's good stuff, man. Time them suckers out, man, because they don't like me talking about their hero, huh? That Zero that they call the hero. Gregory Wyatt says, we all know that Scam Daddy is the master manipulator. Yes, sir. Jeff the producer says, Stormy, what's good with it? What's good with you, Jeff the producer? Good to see you in there, man. After saying that you just subscribed. What kind of mess is that? You just subscribed, Jeff the producer. You're supposed to been subscribed. Been subscribed. Yeah. Kenneth Johnson says, salute Stormy B, man. Jay Dixon says, they've been lying to use what happened to all that upper body movement. Yeah, man. Upper body movement, dude, he looked like a big giant potato with legs. Pencils for legs, as a fact, and couldn't get out of the way of the Otter Express. Couldn't get out of the way. The only thing I'll say about that is this. Otter wasn't conditioned to go 12 championship rounds. See, he had never been in an event that big before. So his conditioning wasn't up to where it needed to be. He hit a wall in the middle rounds. And that's because of the event. The event got to him. It sapped some of his strength and everything. But I'm going to tell you something. In the 12th round, when he woke up and realized I could still try, it took him that long. He didn't have a good corner that could coach him along and help him get his rest how he needed to during the fight and everything. But he went in there and he let his hands go, and funny things happened on the way to the final bell. Fury wobbled, he stumbled, he went backwards, he looked to hold on, he looked to survive, he looked to just make it to the final bell. Let this be a lesson to each and every young fighter out there. It ain't over to the final bell. Even when you tired and you think you can't do no more, you can. Okay? Even when you feel like you've emptied the tank, give yourself a breather. Find a place. Bluff your way through some minutes and seconds of the round so you can get a little more energy back, so you can sustain that next volley, okay, to assault the opponent with. This is what you do, okay? This is what you do to the final bell. That's good stuff, man. That's good stuff. Because you know what? Everybody ain't prepared to do that. You get out there and you start shadowboxing in that corner before that bell ring, and the guy gonna look across the ring at you like, damn, this son of a bitch ain't tired. I'm winded. Mental pressure. It's more than physical pressure. And Tyson is not that strong mentally. He's not. All of that loudmouth talk and everything. Remember the old saying, empty cans rattle the loudest. If you had a grocery bag and you dropped some cans on the floor and they were full, chili beans, pork and beans, green beans, split peas, you drop them on the floor, they're going to go thump and roll, okay? But when you finish those cans, after your week of going through those groceries, and the cans are in the bag to be tossed out into the trash, and you walking out and the bag busts and those cans hit the floor, they're going to go tingling, and they're going to be all over the place. Huh? And the noise that they make from you dropping them, you're going to be, oh shit, I dropped them damn cans. Empty cans rattle the loudest. Oh, Stormy, what are you trying to say? That big master boxer, Tyson Fury, is an empty can? Jeff, the producer, says, you not at all. Not at all what, Jeff? Gregory Wise says, Fury is done in the U.S. market. Nothing left here for him but pain and potential death in the ring. I hope so. Derek Bailey says, salute Stormybman. Sheldon Holmes says, if Wilder gets past Ortiz and get the Ruiz fight and wins, we should call for Wilder versus Volin since AJ don't want no smoke. Gregory Wise says, at least we don't have to suffer Fury's false bravado during the post-fight presser. Bridget Onick is saying, I'm subscribed. What's up, B? You out there listening to me tonight, B? What's going on? That's my girl, Bridget. Hey, y'all, don't be trying to push up on my girl, all right? I've been knowing her a long time. Jeff, the producer, says, laugh out loud, facts. I should have been over here, fam. Gregory Wyatt says, at Derek Bailey, salute, my brother. Bridget said, I like potatoes. Girl, you just like food. You know you like some food. Me too. Stormy B Man be talking about food all the time. You get on this channel, I'm going to talk about some food. Sheldon Holmes says that Derek Bailey and Battle Rifle is like, salute Stormy. Yeah, man. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. Tyson Fury is an empty can. They've been telling us for a long time. But anything that was in that can, you know, the goods were used up long ago. And it probably started when he started on the drugs and the PEDs and thought he was going to cut corners and everything. That's when it was over for him. Yeah. But I'm just saying. Battle Rifle says, salute Stormy. Battle Rifle said, Fury is a master boxer, Stormy. He just had corn syrup in his eye. Let me tell you, Battle Rifle, he had corn syrup. He had some of that other syrup. He had some sherm. He had some powder. He had a lot of substances in his eye, up his nose, in his veins. I'm going to tell you something. The day of Tyson Fury, the Coke King, he's done, okay? He looked like he was about 50 years old. 50, huh? 50. Nah, man. I ain't cutting him no slack. I ain't cutting him no slack. No slack whatsoever. Jeff, the producer, says smash the like button. That's right. Smash that like button as you come in there. Give Stormy a little bit of love. You can give Stormy a little bit of a donation too if you like. Hit that PayPal button. You get to see my little icon come up on the screen. If you don't give a donation, you don't get the chance to hit a little tring, you know. So, but if you're a master boxer, you're supposed to be able to stick, move, tie a guy up, push him off of you, get your shots off, turn, give him angles, give him feints, lure him in, counter, you know, take the initiative, take the play away from him. Where was all of that? All we saw was a mauling fest, huh? If we had threw some mud in the ring, it would look like male mud wrestling, huh? Iceberg Nerd says he's an empty spray paint can. Nothing but BB's making a bunch of noise. Yeah, man. That's about the size of it. That's about the size of it. Master boxer, though. That's what we were told. Master boxer. if Wallen had a better experienced corner in his corner, they could have pulled him through a draw, okay? Because the fight was a lot closer than the scorecards, but it was a lot closer because of the competitiveness of the two fighters. Fury wasn't prepared to deal with that fighter. He wasn't prepared. He wasn't prepared for that. Listen, man. Hmm. But I'm still waiting on you guys to tell me what were we seeing, because it definitely wasn't masterful boxing. That was not. Huh? You can see a better fight in the Golden Gloves tournament. And that's not Otto Wallen's fault. That's the master boxer's fault. We were told that's what he is. We were told this. I mean, they spoke it. They talked about, how he was lineal and how he was the greatest thing since Ali and all of this. Huh? But yet and still, every time I put a photo up there, you see him getting smashed to bits. I don't know, man. But I thought I'd come on here tonight and ask you guys, because before I move on to the next chapter, I just thought somebody might have some answers for me. I was willing to listen. But since you guys don't have the answers either, I just won't waste no more time on this guy. Huh? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. This guy, they said he was master boxer. I tuned in. I saw he wasn't. So there ain't no need for me to tune in no more. Huh? He's an empty can. Empty can. Hmm. Man, I can't even get help when I ask for help. This is disappointing. Hmm. Well, maybe you guys have some answers for me or something. I don't know, man. I don't know. But I do know this. I know that Deontay Wilder, the heavyweight champion of the world, will totally wipe this guy out in a rematch. He won't even last 2 rounds against Deontay Wilder. I think he'd be gone just like Dominique Brazil. He'll be gone. You know. Shout out to Jeff, the producer, with the PayPal donation. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Um, my chime didn't go off, so that means it's not working. I'm sorry about that. I was looking and hoping to see it go off, but apparently it's not. It's not working. So, uh, Let's see. Jeff also said, I agree, man. Iceberg Nerd says, I'd rather see Ruiz fight Fury now. We already know what Wilder would do to him. Ruiz will prove Fury isn't even the second best heavyweight. Jeff, the producer, also says, I nearly had to watch the fight on mute. The commentary was so bad. Yeah, it's disgraceful that these guys actually sit up there and call themselves commentators, man. You know, it's disgraceful because they're not good. They're not good. They're not honest, and that whole disingenuous nature that they continue to exhibit when they have these fighters who are not worth the time of day. These guys are not good, and you've got these announcers out there talking about them as if they're world beaters, and they're not. These guys they're club fighters. Club fighters. And Bob Arum doesn't want to promote the pound for pound best fighter in the world who's over there in that stable of Top Rank, Terrence Bud Crawford. He doesn't want to promote Terrence Bud Crawford. He doesn't want to put on decent fights for Terrence Bud Crawford. He won't pay for a fight for Kell Brook, a fight that the fans would love to see, regardless of where you think that Kell Brook may be in his career, regardless of what you think about that matchup, this or that. It's a good fight. It's better than Crawford and Amir Khan. But they don't want to put that fight on. But they want to put on fights like this and tell us it's for a championship when the champion is sitting at home chilling right now, about to get ready to dust off Luis Ortiz. That's the real champ. Come on, man. I mean, what do you guys think? I've asked you. What do you think? I wanted to know, where is the master boxer? Maybe the master boxer is Terrence Bud Crawford, and they got their nameplates changed up, and the staff at ESPN were all, mystified by the mix-up. Jeff, the producer, also about that, watching the fight on mute. Just go to Marlo's Corner, bro, when the fight is on, and listen to he and Trey X, and Chris Rayner and those guys. Listen to them, and you will enjoy the broadcast far more. They'll make the fight even appear to be better than what it actually is. If you listen to their broadcast, the way they call fights, you'll never have to listen to a bad announcement of a fight ever again. Just tune in to those brothers. Problem solved. Problem solved. Just go right over to the corner. They got it. It's in the bag. I don't know, man. I got on here tonight and I wanted to criticize and I wanted to mock. I wanted to drag Fury further and deeper into the mud pig hole that he scroungles in. But it's not even fun, man. It's not. This guy sucks. And they keep talking about him. They keep talking about him as if he's worth talking about. He's a drug addict. He's a PED drug cheat in the sport. He's a liar. He's a fiend. You know, he's all of that. He's not even a good fighter. Someone mentioned earlier here in the chat about him throwing an uppercut and hitting himself. That defines him as a fighter as far as I'm concerned. This guy bumping himself upside the head. He'd rather do it himself. So why don't we just turn our backs on him and leave him to himself? That's it. That's the answer. He damn sure ain't worth tuning into. Yeah. Iceberg Nerd says ESPN is doing with Fury what we saw them do with Tim Tebow. You know, Tim Tebow and Tyson Fury, they're wide apart, man. Because boxing is a one-on-one sport, and the way that they marketed Tyson Fury is disgraceful. It's disgraceful the way they presented him to the masses. There is nothing about him that I feel like is worth commenting on after tonight. You won't hear me talk about this man. I'm done. I'm done. I've been a huge supporter of Deontay Wilder and will continue to be. But I don't want to just produce, only Wilder content. But I'm going to have to put my head together. I guess I'm going to have to contact Mr. Boxing Today. Shout out to Mr. Boxing Today, who's definitely up on the heavyweights. And maybe he can steer me in the direction of some heavyweights to look out for. Because what we're seeing right now, these guys are a lot of bitch made and no competing warriorless beings. They're not what they should be. Jeff, the producer, says Fury's days are numbered. I believe so. Kenneth Johnson is laughing. Yeah, you may as well laugh, Kenneth Johnson, because, it's the next best thing instead of crying, It's ridiculous. Totally ridiculous, man. He would have been better off had that referee waved that fight off from him when he was laying on the canvas in that 12th round against Deontay Wilder. That is absolutely it. He was done. He was KO'd. He would have fared much better had they just waved that match off at that moment. That would have been it. That would have been it. As I go forward, I'm going to double down on the fighters who really need our support, who really need to be pushed, who have, careers ahead of them that are prosperous, that have a huge upside and tremendous upside. Guys like Devin Haney, Tank Davis, Earl Spence. I would even like to throw Jamal Charlo in there. If he could just, step on up, start taking some guys out. Demetrius Andrade, we need to see these brothers, get out there and do their thing. But I no more of this, even talking about these guys like this. I don't know, man. I don't know. D-Lo 44 Boxing, what's going on with you, bro? Yeah, I was just spending this past hour talking about what happened to the master boxer. We were told Tyson Fury was a master boxer that they hadn't seen the likes of since Ali. Bull fucking shit. I don't know, brothers. We have to give the brothers credit in the sport that deserve it. Anything else, don't even pay attention. That's it. All I got for you this evening, brothers and sisters. I'm gonna get on out of here. Stormybman has made a mockery of this whole situation enough. And I'll come back tomorrow with something more interesting. I'll do another Kung Fu film focus tomorrow evening. It'll be Jackie Chan's Dragon Fist from 1979. And that's what I'll do. I'll do more Kung Fu film focus. I'll do more of them when the boxing heads in this direction like this. I'll just keep my mouth out of that subject, out of that conversation. Because I can't even talk about it well. I can't even put it down well because there are others who can do it far better than I can. I was listening to King Louis earlier this evening. Shout out to King Louis. And he was cutting it, man. I was sitting there just laughing and snickering as I was putting my pieces together for this show. And I was saying to myself, man, he's going in on him perfect, man. And I wish that I could go in that well. So I just want to say I'm going to find other ways, but I won't waste my time like this anymore. But I did raise that question, didn't get a real answer, didn't get to the fruit of it, didn't get to the core. Where is the master boxer? Where he at? He definitely ain't over in the Fury corner. I know that. With that being said, I'm gonna get on out of here. Joining me this evening. Shout out to Jeff, the producer, who give to the PayPal. Appreciate you, brother. And I will catch you guys tomorrow.